Syriac, Blackbird, that brought in the lute, that began the whole concept of quarterphones, playing guitar. Africans brought that in. Africans brought in a code of law. But there was something else that the Africans brought in. They brought in slavery.
Yeah, we did it.
And let me tell you how they did it. Africans didn't have slavery. Africans had organized servitude. And what the Europeans had was disorganized slavery. When Africans that had organized servitude, because the key, when you hear people arguing about Africans started slavery, had slaves, there's a problem, there's a fundamental problem, because even though you may have been in the service of another person, you were always a human being. The children born to you were born free. What Europeans did is that they created what was called by Kenneth Stamp a peculiar institution. That they superimposed organized servitude over disorganized enslavement. And that's what brought forward the peculiar institution. Africans didn't have slavery. There may have been times when those that so-called were in control of the person that they had maybe just mistreated them. There's good and bad in all things. So we don't have this, this pie in the sky concept. They were good and bad, but we did not have the concept of human beings not being human, because that went against every belief system of the African peoples. So therefore, we did not have slavery. We had servitude. But once introduced to Europeans, in their minds, they created a legal system. Africans never had a legal system. In many ways, in many parts of Africa, servitude was like the drug trade. It may have happened, but it was illegal. And if they caught you, you were in trouble. And so these are the concepts that we should understand when we talk about what happened in Africa and what has happened to us as a people as we sit today. Because as we go back in our history, we have a brother